Good morning, Spain. How lovely to have you with us once again here from our studios at Hard Rock Hotel Marbella. We will be traveling, learning a new simplified Spanish recipe with Chef Nick. How do they make flamenco dresses? How do they review hotels? What foods should not be mixed together? All this and more coming up now. Good morning. Good morning.
Morning.
Lovely to be here once again with you all. And it's officially summer.
Yes.
How about that?
Hello.
Yes.
What's happening with the time? Is it just because of my age? They say time goes quicker. Or is time really just rushing? How can we be halfway
It's
through
rushing.
the year?
And
It's
also,
got
I
nothing
feel
to do with
like,
age.
haven't we had a really long winter?
Definitely not age.
It's felt a long winter. It felt like yesterday that we were talking about Easter, and now it's
Yeah.
summer. So let's enjoy the moment, please.
Exactly, because the moments are just rushing by. So we are in fabulous summer. And I tell you something that I really like. We talk a lot about the Grand Prix. And so before we talk about San Juan, just want to quickly mention that I was quite delighted to see that Hamilton won the Barcelona Grand Prix. We've talked about the Grand Prix on the show previously. And not only did Hamilton win, there were 3 Brits in the first 3 places on the
Very impressive.
podium. Did you know
Well
that's
done.
the first time since 1968 that 3 Brits were on a podium in a Grand Prix?
No, I
Nicole,
did not know.
you're very knowledgeable about Grand Prix. We keep coming back to that. What's going on there?
Actually, it's true. I am interested, but it's a big thing. You've got the 2 now in Madrid,
Yeah.
the 1 in Barcelona, and possibly because I grew up living opposite Bruce McLaren, and my dad was very, very friendly with Graham Hill. And I live near Brooklands in Weybridge, and
Yeah.
so yeah, there is
Part
actually
of your
giving me
life.
goosebumps.
Hot Wheels.
Exactly,
King.
that was part of a normal part of my, I suppose, childhood growing
Yeah.
up, was the mixture with these people. So yeah, I find it
And
interesting.
this might be a silly question, but when you say Bruce McLaren, is he the owner of McLaren? Is it the McLaren?
He was the guy that first started the McLaren group, the racing
Wow.
driver,
The
he's got his
legend.
own car,
That's amazing.
a legend. Yeah, so really very cool. And Graham Hill was one of the 3 with Jackie Stewart and John somebody who won in 1968 the Grand Prix in the USA. That was the last time that 3 Brits held the podium, so that was pretty cool.
And remind me when the first Madrid Grand Prix is, because they've just finished the track. They were
Yeah,
inspecting
well,
it last week.
is it actually finished?
No.
I mean, I know
Yeah.
it's coming and it
Yeah.
should be, but I haven't
Yeah.
looked into it.
Okay.
You know why? I lived in Madrid for a long time and I'm nervous they're not going to finish it in time and it's not going to happen. So I kind of just decided to
Okay, we'll wait till it happens.
We'll wait till it happens, although that is the intention. But what will be happening is tomorrow, 23rd of June, is San Juan, St. John. Big deal all across Spain, but particularly in coastal areas. Have you heard of San Juan? Have you heard of San
We
Juan?
have. We've lived it more
We
than
love
once.
San Juan.
I think.
The first time I heard of it, I was in Figueres, up in the north of Spain.
Yeah.
And we wanted to stay longer with the kids. We'd gone for a few days holiday. And we couldn't because everything was booked for San Juan. It's like, what is going on? Because although living in Madrid, I'd never really heard of it. So I think it is definitely more of a thing in the coastal areas because I hadn't heard of it.
Well, it's
in
about at
Madrid.
midnight, isn't it? Going down
Into
to
the
the sea, bathing, getting rid of your sins and your bad thoughts. It's obviously quite a strong religious connotation as well. And then, of course, the bonfires on the beaches in most cases is about sort of burning away evil spirits. And it's a really great way to start the summer.
Exactly. It's like a summer event to kick off.
It's a midsummer festival.
It's a midsummer fest, and really, you say religious is actually, I think, one of those pagan,
Old pagan, yeah.
one of those old pagan
That became
traditions
Christian.
that have been taken over as Christian to not offend the people.
I mean, I love it because I go with a group of people normally and they decorate all the tables with shells and with white flowers and we all dress up in white. And then with the fire, I think that's quite funny how people say that you're supposed to jump over the fire.
Yes.
And once
Yeah.
you're jumping over it, then you have your paper of all the things you want to get rid of from the last year. And I think it's a great way of clearing all that clutter and all the
This is the
issues
intention.
and
You
stuff.
write down the things you don't want, you burn them in the fire, then you jump over it 3 times, then you go down to the ocean and you're meant to have like 3 laps
Put
of a
your
wave
feet-
over your feet. You not necessarily have to get in. So you have the 3 laps over your feet, which again clears it all away.
midnight.
Mere mortals don't go to all these levels of dressing necessarily.
I was going to say, Linda's
do.
slightly
I do.
high-end
I
than
do.
San Juan.
Without a doubt, Linda takes all these things and enjoys them to the most.
Yeah, of course.
Which I
Because
think
they're
is
so much
lovely.
fun.
Why
But
are
yes,
you
I think
Spain?
actually with my kids we do tend to dress in white or something white when we go. We don't prepare all the shell, but we do picnics and all the town halls organize normally now events,
Yeah.
because in the old days you could literally make bonfires anywhere on the beach, and you could have hundreds of bonfires. With the more safety conscious world
they
of
have
today,
some fireworks. And I think the point is that if you're on holiday, you live here, don't think this is something you're not involved, included in. Go and stay up late that night and keep the kids up a bit later, and do go and take part and
I
just
mean,
hang out on
obviously,
the beach.
there's school the next day. It's not a holiday, which makes it difficult. But as I say, my grandkids and my kids in the day just go to school tired. You can't miss it if it's happening. It's really nice. So if you are anywhere on the tomorrow night,
Yeah.
and it's going to start, I say, in the evening. Midnight is when San Juan starts.
There's
which
often
is in the day.
concerts. There's often live music,
Yeah.
concerts,
Yeah.
depending on where you are.
But any beach
So it's
you're
so
near,
much
go and
fun.
check it out, because there'll be something going on.
And probably go even earlier, because for parking and all those kind of things. Because
Don't put
it is
people
crowded.
off. I'm trying to get people
No,
to go.
I'm telling you,
Yeah,
go
but say,
earlier.
but exactly. Like, just go and you can get normally drinks and food. They have little stalls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we
Yeah.
sometimes take our own picnics.
take your own
Take your
food.
picnic blankets. You can sit on normally a grass area, the beach, anywhere.
And don't jump over just random fires.
No, and think
Your
about that. One
neighbour's
thing
fire.
is,
No.
they say to jump over fire depends on the size of the
Yeah,
fire.
definitely.
Depends on how wide the fire is.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely do so with precaution, but
You don't, yeah.
it's definitely a fun festival.
Make my day. Make my day.
As it is officially summer, that means lots of people are officially going to be starting their holidays, and many choosing which hotel they want to go to. But all hotels aren't necessarily good, or as you think they are.
Well, today, Nicole, we're going to be talking about hotel reviews and how much we use them. Before you go on holiday, do you check the reviews to see if you like the place? And if you haven't had a good time, or if you've had a good time, do you fill in a review when you get back? Well, earlier this month, Tripadvisor, which is the world's biggest review platform, which I think we've all heard about and used, published for 2026, according to its reviews, its top 20 hotels in Spain. Okay, which was out. Where do you think the top hotel is in Spain? Where would you guess? And where do you think actually of the 27 of the hotels are from?
Barcelona?
No, good
Madrid?
guess. No,
Madrid,
no,
yeah.
No, Madrid's
Marbella?
in there. No, not
Alicante?
It's not in Marbella. Mallorca. Okay, so
Really?
7 of the top hotels in Mallorca. And
No
I think-
way.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I think people who go there regularly will realise actually there's quite a lot of quite high-end
Yeah,
boutique
very
hotels and things that have got up in the
But
mountains these days.
I would never have said Mallorca. Not there's
Yeah.
anything wrong with it, and I know it's very lovely, but
No,
to be
it's
classified
7
in the top,
Wow.
in the top
7
20.
hotels in the top 20.
Yeah, I mean, actually, the top hotel in the world is in Indonesia this year, but the top hotel in Spain is the San Juan, which is a boutique hotel in Palma de Mallorca. Okay, and there's 4 in Madrid, a few in the Canaries, just 1 on the Costa del Sol. Okay, so based on that, do we believe them? Okay, do you check reviews before you go?
Yeah.
I do
I do.
now.
Yeah.
Actually, for many things.
Right.
And I mean, even if I'm looking to go to a dentist, or for example, not only would I look at reviews, I would go in and check to see if there's any court cases pending for if it's a surgeon or something. Yeah, nowadays I would definitely use the resources to take it as far
I mean,
as
it's
possible.
changed it. In the past, people would rely on guidebooks and friends' recommendations, but these days we just have to click online, and there's platforms like Google, Booking.com, Airbnb,
Yeah.
if it's a rental accommodations, and of course Tripadvisor itself, where we can see instantly. But what, for example, if you go in, think about hotels, and you see a hotel that's 3.8 on Google, would you be interested in that? Would you look into
No,
it?
no.
I don't
That's
think
still
I've
not
even
bad, is
seen
it?
one.
I
that's
know
3.8.
anything under 4.2, I think.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah?
minimum
As you say
maybe.
that, I think a 4.2 would be my cutoff.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
that's
agree with you.
interesting.
No, I
Yeah.
always go at least 8 something.
Well, that's
4.8.
eight, so, so
Yeah.
4.8. So you're sort of quite picky, really.
Yeah, because it goes up to 5
Yeah,
on these
up to
reviews.
5.
Well,
I thought
Tripadvisor
it goes up to 10.
on Tripadvisor on Booking.com it goes up to 10.
Yeah,
Right,
but in
sorry.
in Trip,
right, right.
it
Yeah.
goes up
Trip-
to 5.
it
So
goes
for
to
me, a
5.
4.2,
Right.
a 4 would
Right,
be
yes.
like a minimum,
Yeah.
But here's
Yeah.
a question: if a hotel
which would be your 8 on a 10.
Yeah, yeah.
if a hotel had
Yeah.
like 100 reviews and was 5,
Yeah.
and it had 3,000 and it was 4.3, which would you believe
The
the most? Which
4.3.
Would you? Do
Yeah.
you think so? Even though it's a small boutique hotel and 5, wouldn't you trust 5?
I think, I don't know about you, but when I look at reviews, I'm looking to see how many are written by the owner and their family.
Oh,
Because those would be the first people
Yeah,
you
that's
would get
really
normally
true.
to review something.
Yeah.
okay.
And so you don't know if it's the hotel
So
owner.
it's a small quantity.
If
it
it's
could
a small
be
quantity, I
friends.
would be more
Yeah, I'd be
skeptical of it
yeah.
being real.
So you'd
I
go on
agree.
volume. Well, of course, that is the issue. How many of these reviews are real, and how many could
Yeah.
potentially be fake?
And it's not fair, because I know with Linda, when you had your hotel,
Yeah.
one person who can just be upset with you for a
Yes.
reason can write a bad review just because
Yeah.
for some silly reason, and then that brings your overall rating
Absolutely.
down, and
Yeah.
that's kind of unfair.
And sometimes they can get the
Yeah.
whole family to write bad reviews, so you
Exactly.
could end up with 5
You get
bad
every-
ones and one
Exactly.
booking.
I know people who had a business, and the business next door did exactly that. As opposed to promoting their business, they put the energy on destroying the one next
No
door.
way.
No.
And you can do that.
No,
But when it comes to Booking.com, it's only if you've stayed in the hotel. So those are more the real kind of reviews. But with Tripadvisor, yes, the competitors and other people can write on Tripadvisor, so they don't have to even stay in the place. So that's
it's
the
a really
difference.
good piece of
Yeah.
advice,
Yeah.
that. So I tend to
Yeah.
look at Booking.com,
Yeah.
even if I don't
Oh, okay, I
book with
didn't know
them,
that.
because
Yeah.
you have to have stayed there to do
Yeah.
the review. And the
Yeah.
same on Airbnb. If you've done through Airbnb, that's a really good rating system.
Yeah.
And Tripadvisor is generally good, but sometimes you can see there's a lot of difference between them. In Google, of course, anyone can write a review. Tripadvisor says that in 2024, they removed over 200,000 reviews that they thought were AI generated from their
I
website.
didn't even think of
No,
that.
I didn't either.
yeah.
I didn't
from about
even
over
think of
100,000
that.
properties. And in 2023, Tripadvisor said that they stopped something like 2 million bad reviews.
So
before
even
they
us thinking
went
we know what we
online
know,
at
we
that
don't know
time.
anything.
Yeah, so you really need to sort of look into it very carefully and this issue. So it's not just fake reviews, good reviews, but it's also, as you say, bad reviews from someone that's got a nasty thing
Yeah.
against you like that.
Yeah.
And of course, as you'd imagine, governments have started to legislate about this. They've caught onto it. And actually, one of the most progressive governments in trying to stop fake reviews and businesses promoting their business falsely is the UK. And last year, 2025, a new digital services law came out. And it's actually illegal there now to actually pay people to boost you and recommend friends as well. And the EU, never far behind, of course, including Spain, has general consumer legislation that stops fake reviews. So in theory, that shouldn't be happening now.
When you in experience, when you've gone to a hotel in general, are you finding that it lives up to what you're expecting? I often find that it could be everything's lovely, but then there are little things that
Yeah, the little details.
little details
Yeah.
that, like, I suppose you were there and having a great pool day and the cocktails all ice and water. Do you know what I mean? Like little things, or I don't know.
Well, that's true. And a lot of research, I mean, there's a hotel chain called Roommates, and it bases its research on this, is really what people are looking for in a hotel to give a review. It's really quite simple things. It's good service,
Yeah.
it's a comfortable bed, it's a nice
Cleanliness.
breakfast,
Yeah.
and it's a good shower. And
Yeah,
sometimes a
I was
lot
gonna
of the
say the
decoration and things like that
Cleanliness.
really just falls into the background and things like that. And you know, you think in the UK, a chain like Premier Inn has built its strength on a good bed and a good breakfast as well. So it depends on really what you're looking for.
I would say the breakfast is a big influence. I mean, if you had a nice breakfast, if you have good food, I think normally you're feeling
Yeah, you
pretty
feel
sad.
good, don't you?
Cleanliness.
That for me is the number
Man,
one.
that's for me the number one. 100%.
Yeah. But I also think that when you first go into the hotel, if you're not greeted, I think that all starts the ball rolling as well. So if you it's like the first impressions and the service.
Absolutely. A lot of research has shown that people spend a lot of money on these wonderful facilities, but actually if the service isn't up to scratch, that's when people rate it down. So I think it goes back to your point as well.
I think the service, and it's the friendliness of it. Like when you walk into a place, the amount of times you walk into a place and someone just lifts up their head and look at you, and there's not that warm greeting, or we've gone and looked at it. Oh, this looks interesting. You open the door to look in, and they look at you like, "What are you doing?" And then it's like, "Okay," and you never go back. I said, "Oh, come in, take a look around."
Which is why these online reviews, we've been a bit critical of them, are such a great thing now, because it's opened up people's eyes, and generally we tend to sort of trust them and go with them. But a lot of Spanish hoteliers tend to complain that people give bad reviews because the weather's not good, or the sea's not warm, and things like that.
They went to Spain and there were just too many Spanish. That's a true story.
Are you serious?
Absolutely true story.
Oh
Alleged
my
complaint received by the British consulate that the hotel they were in had way too many Spanish.
That is honestly
and
crazy.
also Spanish food. That's another
Yeah,
one.
only Spanish food.
Oh my god.
No English
That
food.
is just crazy.
And also the onus is on you, isn't it, to choose the right type of hotel. If you're a kind of quiet person who wants a quiet break, don't choose a large hotel like the Hard Rock. Whereas if you want a kind of full entertainment experience, choose a hotel like the Hard Rock, which is, Hard Rock has 4.7 on Google, so it's a very good product as well.
Yeah, I think it's as you say, it just depends kind of like what you're looking for, like you're saying, but I think, reviews, I don't know, I do think they do really help though in trying
They
to
do,
help
even
you
on,
make
say,
a
an Uber
decision.
Eats or whatever, I will have a quick look.
Always.
Just to see.
So here's a question for you. If you have a bad experience, what do you do? Okay, do you write a one-star review? Do you complain to the manager? Do you and we'll come back to this in a minute, do a Spanish complaints form? We'll talk about that in a second. Or do you just keep quiet and
None
never
of
go
the above.
back?
I don't say anything.
You wouldn't go, but that's not helpful. That's not helping
and
the
even when I've
hotel.
had a good meal or an experience and I want to write a review, finding that moment to go in, and if you're not registered, for example, in Google, you can't do the Google one.
So you haven't got a Google profile?
I mean, like, I don't have a group. I do, but I don't have it
don't use
connected
it,
on all my devices.
Yeah.
So I don't connect it on my phone. I use it for work, and then if you want to do a review then on Google, I can't because I'm not registered. And then for Tripadvisor, I wait, I suppose, till I got home. But then just remembering, having the moment.
I know.
I feel guilt. I feel more guilty about the not putting the good ones, knowing that people do read them, than not putting a bad one.
But
So I was going to say, I don't know about you, but like going on that point, is that, sometimes if there is someone that is really lovely at the hotel and they're like, oh, you wouldn't mind if you just did a review?
Yeah.
It's kind of, that's, to be honest, is when I would do it. It's kind of like
that's
in the
when I do
moment.
it most of the time.
Yeah.
Yes,
When
I
someone
mean, like, or any
encourages
business
you.
like that. But unlike Linda, we've both got quite a lot of experience in the hotel industry, and I'm really keen on giving feedback, particularly on customer service, to hotels. So I'm a bit of a pain in the neck. I stand at reception and I tell the things, and people from the United States are very good as well as feeding back what's gone, because customer service is very important in the sort of United States model as well. But I don't tend to put a very negative review, because I think it's a shame, because generally it's not the staff's fault, often it's the manager's fault.
And it could be an off day.
Yeah.
The cocktail waiter wasn't there that day and someone was filling in, and it doesn't necessarily, I think you have to be a little bit permissive.
Give and go. Don't go with a
people
kind of,
are people. If it's
Yeah.
really hot and they're running around sweating, the service isn't slow if they're overpacked. You've got to have
a busy
little...
Sunday lunchtime
Yeah.
is different to a quiet Monday night in the week. I mean,
Yeah.
Exactly. Complaining
you have
about a
to be-
service on a Sunday, on a fiesta, a holiday day. It's like...
And don't go with
Yeah.
huge expectations. Sometimes people research reviews online for years and years and years, and then it doesn't quite meet their expectations. But don't forget, in Spain, not just in hotels, but in consumer businesses generally, there's this wonderful thing called the complaints form, the hoja de reclamación. It's a very serious piece of paper that actually can go to the government.
It's very serious, actually.
Oh, wow,
If you feel actually there's a genuine reason to complain. So please always ask for that. It's in 3 copies. You fill it in, and it's kind of this carbon paper. The hotel keeps one. You keep a couple of copies, and the hotel is obliged by law to reply to you. And I think it's 10 days to reply to you. And if they don't, you can take your other copy to the town hall consumer office. They've all got them by law, and they will investigate for you. So please don't forget, and not just hotels, but anything, petrol stations, bars, restaurants, anything like that as well.
Actually, that's a very good point. I don't think I've ever asked for one, although there are moments that I really probably should have. You know, there are circumstances when things can be dangerous, that, like,
Yeah, really serious
Really
things.
serious
Linda,
things.
you've had a business as well. Last thing you want is the coffee's cold, someone to do a reclamaciones.
No, definitely. But no, I did have the libro de quejas, and so.
Yeah.
there
But
was-
it's
by law, you
they
have to
them
have it.
I think it's even in shops. I think everywhere
shops,
everywhere
yes.
that's open
Really?
to the
Yeah.
public
Yes.
has to have their libro de
Banks
reclamaciones.
and those sort of places. Airlines don't. You have to go through their system.
Surprise, surprise.
So there you go. I'll wander through reviews. I think it's a great thing. So this summer, whether you're staying in a luxury hotel, you're staying in an Airbnb, a bed and breakfast, a campsite, or somewhere just with a pillow, have a 5-star holiday, even though it's not a 5-star hotel.
Make my day. Make my day.
When you think of car or motorbike insurance, think Linea Directa. When you most need your insurance company, Linea Directa are there for you. With tow trucks, courtesy car, mechanics, legal advice, even overnight stay in a hotel if you need it. There's a whole department dedicated to us Brits with people who speak English there to help us. If you're looking for an insurance policy that really takes all your needs into consideration whilst you're driving in Spain, then Linea Directa really is the company for you. Why don't you give them a call? 952 14 78 34 or contact them online.
Make my day. Make my day.
Well, today I thought we can talk a little bit about what foods not to mix together and how to avoid certain mixes that will affect your body. Because especially if you have poor digestion or you have a slow digestion, if you're mixing certain things, then you can get more bloating, you have difficulty going to the bathroom, you can have problems with your skin, you can feel tired. I mean, how many times have you, after a meal, you felt like, oh, I don't want to
Too many.
do anything.
And when you said bloating, that's sometimes I feel like I'm well overweight, and then it turns out like my clothes aren't going to fit. No, it's just pure bloating.
Yeah. So the first thing is milk or dairy products with fruit.
Really? So even like yogurt?
ferment.
But they sell
Effervescent.
I know.
dairy product with
Ice
fruit.
cream,
Yeah.
there's strawberry ice cream and fruit
And,
ice cream.
those drink with the fruits, those milky fruits.
and milkshakes and all sorts of things.
Yeah.
So fruit, it digests really fast. So in between, say 20 to 40 minutes in your stomach, it's digested already, and then it takes quite a fast route through. And usually, for me, if I eat fruit, I'm hungry after half an hour afterwards. So I usually have that before eating a meal. So if you eat your fruit before a meal, that's probably the best way to have your fruit separate.
The French
from-
have salad before they have their meal. Is that for the same reason?
Yeah. Because it's so much easier to digest that. But if you mix it with milk, milk can take hours, even up to 24 hours, or dairy products in general can take up to 24 hours to digest and go through your whole system. So imagine putting the fruit and the dairy product together, it just kind of curdles and ferments. And then that's what bloats you, and it makes you tired because your whole body's like trying to like
Digest.
regulate it
Twerking.
and digest it all and like so that one
Making you gassier, should you imagine?
yeah
Oh,
so
yuck.
I mean, it's okay now and again have your treats, you know, your ice creams and all these kind of things, but try and have it separate from other meals. But it is something just difficult for your body to digest. And take note, next time you have something like, you know, a milkshake or something that's mixed with fruits, or even like certain like meals. I mean, also because dairy with fish is another thing that doesn't go, because a lot of people make a fish pie, or they'll make, you know, like a cream kind of sauce with the fish, like pasta with cream and like all the seafood. And that, again, the seafood also, I mean, you need different enzymes in your stomach to digest the milk, the dairy products, and different kind of enzymes for the fish or the meat. And so that's why it's your body's kind of battling to like digest these things. So it's always best dairy, preferably on its own, away from fruit. That's one definite thing. And the other thing is grains. Now, in the morning, breakfast, you think about having porridge. Quite often you'll have the porridge also with milk. So again, dairy. So the grains can take up to 6 hours, well, 2 to 4 hours in your stomach, and then more hours through all the digestive tract. So that also takes a long time, which is really good because it's good fiber and it keeps you sustained for longer, it fills you up. So fiber is good, but you don't want to mix it again with milk.
And yet that's how we normally eat it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, because
Cereals and milk.
Yeah.
All of these things I had no idea about.
So the best thing to do is have a vegan milk. I mean, like a coconut milk or something like that. And so it also is easier to digest. But again, with the grains, the fruit, again, because quite often with your porridge, you'll also put fruit on it.
Yeah.
So you can either cook the fruit, which is kind of like pre-digesting it kind of thing. It's like a
Does that help then more with the fruits if you cook them?
Yeah, if you cook them, then or have them warm with the porridge, then that's easier to digest. So that's like a better way of doing it.
And the vegetable milks as well, did you say? Sorry.
Yeah. Always use the
Really, I think we should. If you think that milk is only produced by a mammal when it's had a baby, in theory, none of us should be drinking milk.
No, I'm not a dairy person.
I mean, but even as my kids are vegan, and I'm obviously more aware because they do. But when you think about it, I produce milk for my babies, and then when they didn't need it, you stop producing milk.
Yeah.
So for adults to be drinking other mammals' milk that's made for their babies really is wrong. We've been pushed into this, but I think in general it would make sense that it's not the healthiest option, because once we've stopped being babies, we shouldn't be having it. So to replace it with an almond, oat, or some other type of milk, I think makes sense anyway.
Yeah. And you can make them easily as well. And then also the same thing with beans. I mean, the English breakfast, you're mixing all sorts of different proteins because it's best not to have such a mixture of proteins. And beans also take just as long as the grains to digest.
Right.
And so if you're having that mixed with your bacon and your sausage and all
Your
the
baked
rest of-
beans, exactly the whole.
Have your baked beans with your toast. Have your fry up on its own. Like just separate things just a little bit. If you notice that you're feeling tired, if you're feeling sluggish, if you know that your digestion is a bit
Just
slow,
about to say that.
it's okay now and again to do these kind of things. But just take note of how you're actually feeling, and if you want to feel better and you want to feel like
More
more energized and stronger, then it's best.
I might be wrong. We mentioned before Hamilton winning the Barcelona Grand Prix, but I kind of have a memory somewhere hearing that he stopped eat. He went more vegetarian, vegan, because he noticed that the processing time of the food, and a lot of athletes have realized that when you're eating milk and meat and things like that, because their digestion's slower and they need that recovery time, they don't need that when they don't eat those things. So it really, there is a lot more to it than just, I think we're just educated, used to doing things, and we don't question them. We just take it that it is as it is.
Yeah, no, totally. And also chickpeas, beans, lentils, all those kind of things, they take longer in your system, so then
But why
you're
do they
satisfied
produce
from
so much gas? I mean, everyone loves, if you're in Asturias, that basically if you're driving from Asturias down to Madrid, you've got your own power sources to get you home. All those food, the big baked onions and the beans, it's really, I mean, it's just gases.
Okay, but there is a trick to stop the gases. I mean, if you're soaking them overnight, then that helps tremendously. If you soak it with a little bit of bicarbonate of soda, that helps to clear the gases from the beans.
So
or
it's
the
actually
lentils
in the bean. It's something in the bean that reacts.
Yes. So, and also as you're soaking them, you notice that it's bubbly. So you change the water regularly. And the first time you cook them, also it's all bubbly. So then you change the water a couple of times when you're boiling them, and that also reduces the gas in them.
Would one assume then if you're buying them in the glass bottles that they sell a lot of these things that they were already being degassed? Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. I tend to go for the organic ones, and the organic ones always seem to feel better on the stomach.
Yeah.
So
Is that then when they start, then continue to gas in your stomach? Is that why then the amount of, then they've been...
They're still
cleaned?
processing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is that why?
Probably, but also a little bit of gas is actually okay because it's the body is like working on it.
Yeah.
But you don't want to be like in pain or with gas and all.
But
no.
also, it
True.
makes a difference if you're gulping your food down.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, those things that also influence how we then process. If you're swallowing heaps of air every time you take a mouthful or sipping on something.
Yeah. And also if you combine, for example, the lentils with rice, that's also easier on the digestion. So it doesn't give you that problem.
Really?
I
So to
mean,
mix.
but also here in Spain you have lentils with chorizo. So again, it's two different proteins.
Yeah.
And so the meats that they put into it is also more difficult to digest and will produce more gases. So if you had it again on its own, and if you put all sorts of spices, all the Ayurvedic spices like fennel or ginger is really good for stopping gases, put the turmeric, put the black pepper, all these things can also help you to digest so much better, and it gives more fire to your digestion to help the digestion. So yeah, there's those kind of things.
What about like kind of raw vegetables? I remember hearing about that. Is that so? That's
What's wrong with raw vegetables?
Yeah.
No, raw vegetables are good, but in the summertime, because in the summertime we have more energy and it's the fire energy.
Yeah.
So it's okay. But if you have difficulty digesting, and whatever cold is going into your stomach, it's like, it's in your stomach and it's cold, and it's like your body is having to warm it up first of all, and then to start the digestion. Same with cold water and ice and all those things. It's best to have always warm.
A nice base, yeah.
Yeah, and if it's warm, then the digestion can start a lot easier. So it's less stress on your body.
Less aggressive.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought that. I would have thought
I
raw
know.
vegetables would have been the best thing you could do.
Oh yeah, you've got lots more minerals and lots more vitamins and all the rest, but it's just harder on the digestion.
Yeah.
In the summer, fine, yes, because there's lots of salads and all those kind of things, but probably make sure you have like a hot tea or something beforehand to sort of like warm everything up. So then it's not so...
Well, it's a nice cup of tea.
Oh, I know.
No, but not like a black stimulating tea or a green tea, sorry.
Okay.
I quite like a
All
black
right.
tea. I'm a bit odd like that.
What about like a nice little
decaf black
matcha or something like that?
Or a fennel tea or a
Oh, I'm not sure about that.
nice herby
Doesn't
kind of
sound
tea.
as nice, does it?
I don't know, everything's getting
good at all.
used to it.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to drink
Ginger tea.
normal
Yeah.
English
Yeah,
tea, like at least 2 in the morning before I went to bed. And I think it was only because I was noticing how much it stains your teeth.
Yeah.
And like, when you look at the mugs and what you have to do to clean them. And so I've been weaning myself now, thanks to Leonardo, a nice cardamom and clove tea.
Lovely.
Not quite the same as a cuppa. There are moments that only a cuppa will do.
Yeah, you've still got to have your little like treats.
But
though,
not
haven't you?
as before, like that routine thing. Now it's like, oh, good day, celebrate with a cuppa, or bad day, oh, gotta have a cuppa.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's the best solution for everything, though.
For
isn't
us
it? A cup of
British,
tea.
literally,
Solves
for
everything.
I
someone
know.
passes away, let me
Cup
make
of
you a
tea.
nice cup of tea.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
know.
for everything, isn't
I
it? Just
know.
If you faint,
It really is.
have a cup of
Have
tea
a
with
cup
lots
of
of
Have a
sugar.
cup of tea. But it really does make you feel so much better, though, doesn't it? It's like whatever issue or whatever like celebration in your day, a cup of tea will
and a cup
solve
of tea,
it.
exactly.
I know.
But that's like kind of an emotional thing as well, because I mean we've been brought up with that.
Yeah.
And so all the emotional foods are also quite interesting to look into.
Yeah, no,
That's true, actually.
Good, isn't it?
If there's something, it's like our way of dealing with things without showing emotion. Don't cry, let's just give you a nice cup of tea.
Yeah, exactly. Hold
Don't
back
get all
tears.
emotional on me, I'll make you tea.
Yeah, it's so true.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you're onto something
No,
there.
because we are
Not
kind
so
of,
good.
do you know what I mean, like keeping our emotions under control. It's like,
Yeah.
let's
No, it
express it through tea.
Yeah.
But it is funny, I think, as you say, if you're aware of your own body, and I do see that your body changes the way we process things. So I've noticed now that I will eat or drink something, and then maybe I get one of these like arthritic bumps appears. And at first it's like, and then you start to, oh, I eat tomato, and that happens.
Yeah.
And so I think as you get older as well, you need to be more aware. Because something you've done forever suddenly is like your worst enemy.
Yeah, no, totally.
And then, as you say, like a lot more now, isn't it? Like people just so aware about like what you're actually putting into your body and the effects that it has. though.
Particularly you youngsters.
Yeah.
Particularly you youngsters.
Yeah,
You're more
it
aware
is.
of your fitness, being hydrated,
Yeah.
not so much going like out partying and drinking. It's a nice change, actually, to see where you youth are going.
Yeah,
And
no.
actually, there's quite an interesting one, melon. Melon is something you should always eat on its own.
So
Oh,
melon and ham, the
okay.
good Spanish dish.
Yeah,
of
exactly.
Melon and ham.
Sorry, restaurants.
Again, it's, you got the different, the
I do love
protein with that.
melon.
No, but
That's
melon
hydrating.
is pure water, and so the water just goes. But even
So
if you mix
true.
it with other fruits, like in a fruit salad and stuff,
Yeah.
then you've got the fiber and the other things in the other fruits. So then it also starts fermenting and stuff.
So we shouldn't drink water while we're eating during the meal either then, if we're worried about the
Oh,
melon
no, but
producing
I
water.
Heard this, yeah.
Yeah. No, water is best. Now, when you're eating, it's best not to have drink. Best not to drink.
Any liquids, I know.
Yeah, because the digestion, the acids that you have in your stomach, it gets diluted with whatever liquids that you're drinking. So it's always best to have the drink or water before the meal and a couple of like an hour and a half afterwards. So then your digestion can really
And all
like
of us
work.
sitting there eating,
I know, drinking.
Yeah.
wine, the
Yeah.
other.
Yeah, it is. It's craziness, isn't
Very
it?
hard to live a healthy life.
As you say.
No, but I mean slowly, step by step.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just be conscious of a few little things and
Yeah.
think, oh yeah, I had like this cream and dessert after my, beautiful lentils, and oh, I feel bad, and oh, now I know why, So then you can like
Be aware.
yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Thank you,
Really
Linda.
Yeah, thank you.
South Central dancing like no.
Hello and good morning, Spain. Today we're going to be making ensalada de boquerones, a small anchovy salad. This is a classic here in Spain. We can buy these everywhere. They've already cooked in vinegar, ready to go, super easy, but we'll make them again another time. So I've got a pan on medium heat. I'm just going to put in a few pieces of bread just to get them nice and toasted. Looking for that golden brown colour on either side. Meanwhile, we'll get the mixture made for these salad. This is such an easy salad to do, but such a lovely little tapa, such a great little starter as well. Also a fantastic little side dish. White onion here, going to give this a peel, so top and tail. Take that first layer of skin off. We want to cut this as fine as we can, so cutting down the middle, slicing one way, as close together as we can, and slicing a few times down, and then really nice and smooth, small as we can. Perfect. Into our bowl. Same again with the other half, so slicing. Couple of cuts down. And just nice and easy. Beautiful. Lovely tomato here. Got to do the same with this, so just take this top part off. And I want some really nice thin slices if we can. to slice this up the exact same way. So slicing one way, as thin as we can, let the knife do the chopping. And then slicing the other. Repeat the process. Nice chopped tomatoes here, they can go in with our onions. We're keeping an eye on our bread here. Starting to get nice and golden brown, nice and toasted, perfect. Beautiful. So let's get back to this salad. Let's start finishing off. Bit of zest of lemon here. A little bit of the juice as well. Some seasoning, salt and pepper. Not too heavy on the salt because the boquerones are salty. Give this a good mix around. Really simple flavors here. Bit of parsley and some really good olive oil. Now these boquerones normally come in some lovely oil and vinegar, so I'm just adding a couple of tablespoons of that juice into there too. And we are ready to plate up. So these bits of bread looking nice and golden brown. Just soaking up all that lovely olive oil. Lay these on the plate. Come in with my tomato mix. Just a little piece on each one. Now, a couple of these boquerones on top. It's just going to make this a fantastic bite. Super refreshing. Now let's finish this off. A little bit of fresh parsley on top. Lovely. A little bit of the olive oil just around the plate and on top. And we are ready to go. This is my little tostada of boquerones en vinagre. Let's have a taste of this. Really easy, obviously. Great little bite, this. Such a refreshing combo. That warm bread makes all the difference, that crunch at the bottom. Lovely, get the vinegar from the anchovies. That tomato and onions just brings everything together. Absolutely delicious. Thank you very much, and good morning.
Linea Directa has come up with a squatter policy for just €24 a year. You don't have to have your home insurance with them. This is a completely separate matter to protect you from squatters. For more information, call 952 147834 or their website, lineadirecta.com.
Sometimes there are numbers that shape your life. thousands of minutes putting in your contact lenses, hundreds of blurred memories, and many lost pairs of glasses. But there are also numbers that give you confidence. For more than 30 years at Baviera, we have performed 1 million treatments, 1 million reasons for a life without glasses. Baviera Ophthalmology Clinic.
Make my day. Make my day.
We're in full feria season and it runs to the end of October. With this in mind, and all the lovely ladies that wear the Sevillanas flamenco dresses, not as dress up, which is very different how we would see donning a flamenco dress like a Halloween costume. For the Spanish, this isn't dress up. This is a moment in the time of year when they are expressing the passion of whatever celebration is going on. And our patron saint of a city, the town, city's feria is a very big deal. So obviously, the dress that they wear is very important. And for me personally, there is no other garment that could be more flattering for women than a flamenco dress.
Stunning.
I mean, they just...
I love it. And you feel different when you're in it as well. You
Elegant.
feel like...
It is,
sexy.
it's sensual.
Yeah,
Without a doubt, it's like you can feel the passion, the culture. Well, with this in mind, there is a designer of flamenco dresses called Samuel Velez. And I've been watching for years. I go by to a different office and see him there. And I hadn't got a chance to go, but Lily just happened to be in the area and popped in to chat with Samuel because we thought it would be nice to get the perspective of a flamenco fashion designer as to how they approach it. It must have been fascinating. I haven't heard it yet. I wanted to hear it with you guys.
Love that. He was fabulous. He's quite a young guy, Samuel. And his enthusiasm and talent is just so impressive. He designs everything. He designs the material that they make the flamenco dress with. He designs the flamenco dresses. He designs flamenco dresses for fashion shows.
Wow.
Honestly, he's fabulous. And his little workshop's beautiful. You'll see in the video. And funnily enough, you said there flamenco fashion, and he was very on that. He kept saying flamenco fashion rather than just fashion. I think it's a very different world as well. A completely different
Look at
talent.
Linda. Yes.
Definitely.
Linda knows.
No, because each year that fashion changes.
He was saying that as well.
Like fashion, but yeah. I mean, apparently this year it's supposed to be like the bold, the 80s. I mean, I don't know if Samuel told you what fashion it is this year, but lots of polka dots.
Which is very much when I was a child.
Yeah.
It's gone back to exactly to the 80s, the polka dot, the red, the whites, the...
Well, you'll see, because funnily enough, Samuel was actually saying something different in his interview. He was talking about more muted green colours. However, he did say he was more of a fan of the brighter polka dots. So you'll see in the interview, but honestly, he is a lovely, lovely guy. And funnily enough, he also said, you mentioned dress-up dresses. We did touch on low-cost dresses and Samuel's opinion on that. So you'll see what he has to say, you can imagine.
Exciting.
Nice to hear it from the designer's mouth. Here we go. Samuel Velez.
Bueno, pues soy Samuel Velez, ¿no? Diseñador de moda flamenca de Estepona, y este es mi atelier. Bueno, pues el proceso de elaboración de un traje flamenca empieza siempre con la elección de tela, ¿no? Y el diseño. Y en base a eso pues ya vamos trabajando. Siempre se empieza haciendo el cuerpo, luego empezamos con los volantes y ya pues al final pues unimos todo y se forma el vestido en completo.
Cantando a la vez, en cada mirada una un después. Viento de Andalucía, llévame donde querías, horizonte y tal.
Hay veces que hay gente que sí viene con la idea clara y otras veces pues bueno, vienen un poco con carta blanca a ver qué le ofrezco y a ver qué podemos crear entre los dos, ¿no? Ese proceso la verdad que es bastante chuli. La verdad que la moda flamenca es el único traje regional que tiene moda y se desfila en pasarela, por lo tanto cada año, como tú has dicho, pues la moda flamenca va cambiando. Y a mí siempre me gusta mucho lo tradicional. Yo apuesto siempre por los lunares, los estampados florales y los colores vivos y alegres. Es verdad que este año se está llevando mucho los tonos verdes, pero yo soy más de colores vivos. Nos están llevando sobre todo los colores verdes así como más apagados, un tono más empolvados. Pero yo soy de colores vivos, me gustan los rojos, los azules eléctricos, los verdes Andalucía y colores bastante alegres. Lo más típico siempre son los lunares. Los lunares es una cosa que nunca falla y es lo que, digamos, describe perfectamente a la flamenca, que es el lunar completo.
Cantando a la vez, En cada mirada un ayer, un después. Viento de Andalucía, llévame donde querías, por Isabelita.
Pues yo empecé con mi taller, ¿no? Hace 10 años que llevamos abierto. Yo tenía 19 años en aquel entonces. Y bueno, pues es mi pasión por la moda flamenca, por la moda en general, pero la moda flamenca es verdad que es lo que más me llena y lo que más me hace que me exprese como artista, ¿no? Y entonces, pues, mi vida y mi función siempre ha sido un poco en base a la moda flamenca. Hombre, en mi época con más clientes empezamos desde la Cuaresma, que es cuando empezamos con la moda de Semana Santa, que también hacemos, y terminamos con la última feria, que es la Feria de San Pedro, que es en octubre. Así que en todo ese periodo es nuestra época fuerte de moda flamenca y de bodas, comuniones y todo ese tipo de cosas que también hacemos aparte de la moda flamenca. Hombre, para mí es una gran satisfacción el ver que mis clientas vienen cada año a hacerse un vestido para un día importante, que las clientas que vienen es porque, por ejemplo, les gusta mucho la feria y para ellas es muy importante ir a la feria, entonces que apuesten por mí, para mí es un orgullo y una satisfacción. Eso quiere decir que, bueno, hago un buen trabajo.
Cantando a la vez, en cada mirada un ayer, un después. Viento de Andalucía.
Claro, los trajes que nuestras colecciones que hacemos todos los años, son vestidos completamente diseñados por mí, elaborados aquí y exclusivos al 100%, hasta el diseño el estampado del tejido también los diseñamos nosotros, que no son tejidos que ya vienen fabricados. Hombre, siempre uno busca un poco inspiraciones, ¿no? Es verdad que yo intento evitar mirar a otros diseñadores porque pienso que tengo bastante carisma y bastante estilo en el mundo de la moda flamenca, pero bueno, es verdad que siempre se tira uno un poco de a ver lo que se está un poco llevando, lo que se está moviendo, sobre todo en colores y tal, porque es verdad que también luego eso hay que venderlo y hay que hacerlo un poco que encaje dentro de lo que se va a llevar ese año en la moda flamenca. Yo creo que todos los compañeros que trabajamos en el sector de la moda flamenca estamos en el mismo punto de acuerdo, porque esos vestidos son vestidos que, bueno, aparentemente son trajes de flamenca, pero después a nivel artesanal no tienen valor ninguno, y un traje de flamenca no podemos olvidarnos de que esos son obras de arte. Siempre se han catalogado como obras de arte. Entonces, un traje de flamenca low cost yo creo que no merece ser comprado porque realmente no cumple la función de traje de flamenca como tal. Yo siempre he dicho que un traje de flamenca es como un vestido de fiesta de noche, pero con volante. Depende mucho del diseño, ¿no? Del tejido que se elija, pero puede rondar de entre 400, 500 es lo más barato que a lo mejor puedes conseguir, y aquí han salido trajes de flamenca de hasta 3.000 euros. Es nada que yo decir que la persona que vea un traje de flamenca que se fije y seguramente se dará cuenta cuál es una obra de arte y cuál es un low cost, que se nota bastante si nos paramos a pensar. Y que hay que vestirse de flamenca, que es una moda que está abierta a todo el mundo.
Have you heard of ZeroHero? Well, I'll tell you. ZeroHero is a community initiative that rewards designated drivers with free soft drinks. Every single one of our venues gets special branding, including this sticker, which has a QR code which will lead you straight to our website. The ZeroHero project is in collaboration with the Linea Directa Road Safety Foundation. So whether you're a customer who goes to wonderful restaurants or a restaurant who serves wonderful people, this is definitely something for you. Go to our ZeroHero.es website to find out more.
Make my day. Make my day. Make my day. Make my day.
As it is officially the summer, and in Spain that means it's basically hot everywhere.
Hot.
Yeah, hot.
I mean, there are areas north isn't as hot potentially as in the south, but the whole country is hot. And if you have pets, this is a time to really just remember we need to adapt certain things.
Yeah.
Don't leave an animal in the car. Of course, this applies to children too.
Yes.
Now, it's amazing how people think,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm popping in, I can't be bothered to take the kid out the car seat, put
Yeah,
it back in,
yeah.
particularly at that age when they start not wanting to sit down.
Yeah.
You know, when they're getting rigid. It's very
I think it's easy to
tempting.
forget
Yeah.
if you've been
Yeah.
brought up in a cooler country, you think those 5 minutes
Exactly.
while you're dropping
It
off your
can
dry
be tempting
cleaning
to
so
just
is okay.
leave a
Even
child.
with the windows down, it's boiling hot.
Yeah.
Exactly. And the
An
same
inferno in
obviously
the car.
with pets. Opening a window
It's
doesn't
not good
help.
enough.
It's minutes minutes for it to be devastating.
Yeah.
So really think of
The
that.
worst case scenario is your child could like pass out.
Yeah,
And their children,
definitely.
and every year there are people who lose children and pets, but obviously to
In the back of cars, or they've forgotten them on the way to
exactly,
work.
or they've just gone, picked them, just forgotten and left them there for a few minutes. So please really be aware of that. And then obviously to a similar thing when you go walking. If you can't put your foot on the pavement, then they can't put their
That's
paws
really
there
good.
either.
We'll go in the morning or in the evening. I mean,
Really
that's what you
early
see,
in the
you know,
morning.
Adopt to the Spanish way of doing things.
Yes.
And it's better for your animal.
Yeah,
But
not
isn't
in
it
the
funny
middle of the day.
how we keep our same timetables? Like the people are coming over and they're having lunch at 12 and they want to have
supper
dinner
at
at 6
6
or 7. We're having
know.
lunch or siesta
Yeah,
because
I
it's
know.
too hot to be out there.
Yeah.
And there's
Let yourself
method
go.
to the Spanish madness.
Yeah.
The things are reason. And we're talking about people with reviews and complaints. They're lazy. Their shop's closed from 2 to 5 and I wanted to buy something.
Yeah.
They're cooking. What are you doing out in the midday heat? Go home.
But I always say is that living in Spain, you live twice as long because you get 2 days in one.
Yeah,
You get the
it's
morning,
so
a break,
true.
and then you get the afternoon, so it's 2 days in one. So you can live twice in Spain.
Exactly, and you can go out with children in the evening.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily have to find a babysitter. Take them out with you.
Yes.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
the
Enjoy
hotels,
it.
restaurants, most places, unless you're in a very Englishy, pubby area where they won't be welcome, but any Spanish business is going to be very open to
That was the
accepting
best part, I
children.
think.
and going with
Another
you.
interesting point on animals, pets, dogs is have the water. You know, keep the water topped up.
Keep it, keep it
Yeah,
fresh.
Keep it
hydrated.
fresh.
Very
all the
quickly,
time.
that green stuff grows in
Yeah.
bowls, and I don't think people
Yeah.
change the water often enough, at least twice a day.
And if you have a terrace or a backyard, don't leave the dog out because it's convenient to you. Think about where it is. Is it sheltered?
Yeah.
Is it
the
not
shade.
barking, disturbing the neighbours or something
I get
like
many
that?
many a person contacting me of how do they report people because in the finca, the land next door, they've
Yeah.
got dogs just
Yeah.
chained out there all day.
Yeah.
And not necessarily for the barking, it's the barking, or that they think they're dehydrating and dying.
Okay.
And unfortunately, Spain's come a long way since when we first moved here,
Yeah.
of the appreciation of animals, and they do have their rights to defend them now. There are laws in place. But I say it is hot. We don't necessarily realise how hot. Be prepared.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
And have a great summer. Linea Directa appreciates just how important our pets are to us. And that's why they brought out one of the most comprehensive insurance policies on the market, from just €39.90 a year. Give them a call on 952 147834 or from the website lineadirecta.com. We've talked about flamenco fashion, and now we've got a little fashion tip from our lovely Kate. I loved last week dressing up our flip-flops. What are we dressing up now?
Just something a little simple. Do you know what? I just thought because it's summer, because we might be traveling, going to places, I just think that the most easiest way to jazz up anything is with a really simple hair clip. And I know it sounds really silly, but there are so many things that you can do. For example, you can put it on your trousers to give a little bit of something different. Put it on the side, put it something different, accessories. When you have a tote bag, you can put them all around the tote bag. Obviously in your hair. Maybe I'll do it on you, Lily. Like on your hair, obviously, jazz up. You can put not just one, you can put two. With sarongs, for example, you're going to the beach. Sometimes if you don't want to tie them, you can just literally put a clip in the back and put them around your sarong. As I say, there are so many ways that you can do things with just a little simple hair
I love
clip.
it. Youth of today can find fashion used for anything. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you, Kate.
So the little tip, girls, for the summer.
Love it. We hope you found the program informative and fun. Do check out our website, goodmorningspain.com. We have great articles following up on topics discussed, links to our social media and our YouTube channel. We love having you with us. Take care of yourself. Have a great week. Bye for now. Bye.